I walked from Mexico to Canada like 3 months ago on the Pacific Crest Trail. It's basically a 2,600-mile long trail that starts at the border of Mexico and ends at the Canadian border in Washington. It's all along like the mountains, deserts, forests of the West Coast. It's super sick. And like, why would I do something like that? I've just always felt the call to adventures, like since I was real young. And like, just a series of events like led me to learning about this trail. And when I heard it was like a thing that people do, I was like, oh yeah, of course I'm gonna do that. So I was just like backpacking on the Oregon coast. I like glanced over that in my last video. And like, I just really learned that I enjoyed backpacking. So I started like researching like how I could like dial in my pack. I was carrying a real heavy backpack, and like, yeah, started dialing in my pack. Like, I was watching Jupiter Hikes, Darwin on the Trail, and like, because they were the first videos that popped up, and that's when I learned about through hiking. Like, people were really out here like hiking like hundreds of miles, thousands of miles in a single go. So I was like, yo, that sounds awesome, I want to do it. And I started like, just when I started obsessing over it, like, I just realized I'm in like the hiking mecca. Like, I live in Oregon, and PCT Days is like hosted close by at Cascade Locks, so I could just take the bus over there since I don't drive. And like, I was just talking to all the thru hikers, all the gear vendors, and I was like, these are my people here. So I just like started like learning more about the trail, learning more about the culture, and like, I just started looking for a job because of course like you need money to hike the trail. And I found like a job at a gear shop, like outdoor gear shop, like snowboard, skis, climbing, camping, whatever. And I worked there for the winter season, like 6 months. And I just started meeting like other like thru hikers. My coworker was a thru hiker. I met another thru hiker at this youth program I used to go to here in Portland. And I just started like getting confirmation that like this was like a real thing that I could do, and it's like attainable for everyone. But yeah, I didn't really plan the trip in advance at all. Like, I was just taking it one day at a time. Like, one day I would just, or I kind of planned it. Like, I saved up $6,000. My plan was to hike the trail with like 3,500, and then leave like another 3,000, like, or 2,500 or whatever for cushion when I got back to Portland. But I ended up spending all of it, and I know there is a way that you could spend way less than 6K, but I was just not being responsible with money, and I needed to hike the trail again so I could like actually show y'all that it's possible to do it with way less. Because yeah, like, if you're not responsible with the money, then yeah, it could suck. I remember like towards the end at Stehekin, like, I spent the last of my money. I only had $3 left, and I was like, dang, I can't eat the pastries anymore. But I got real lucky, and there were like super nice people that bought me pastries and bought me dinner there, so I was super grateful. No, I didn't even say that I was out of money, but like, they just paid for my food, so I was like, heck yeah. And yeah, but no, that's the only real thing I really planned, like just saving up that money. And like, but to actually through hike the trail, you don't really have to plan every single step in advance. Like, just take it a day at a time. and it just works out. And the adventure continues, like making it to the end, the northern terminus. That, like, most of the people I saw out there, they were like in retirement or like at the end of their lives, but for me it was like a birth of something new. Like walking the trail, it's like once you do that, you feel like anything is possible. So no matter how hard something is or how like difficult people are telling you something will be, then like you don't really have to listen to that, because like you've walked across like the whole country. So yeah, it's only the beginning. There's gonna be newer, better things after the trail. And let me know in the comments if there's like something you want me to like highlight or talk about. Yeah, this video is kind of all over the place, but it's alright. Adios.